first we will see how we can define the auto scaling minimum maximum, because we have just created a scale set, but I haven't explained. Okay, because the creation will take time. That is why I started creating. Okay, so now I'm going to just recreate the scale set, but I'm not going to create. I'm going to say web production app, just some name, and you select some region, and here you go with the availability zone. So I'm going with the 3, and all OSR settings and all same. There is no change in that, but there is a small you need to consider. I'm giving the same password. I'm giving the same password and disk. These are all settings are same. I want normal hard disk. Go for networking and even the scaling. So here we went with the default one. But what if you get some different settings in your project, right? We seen the first day how to size VMs. Okay, minimum number of VM, maximum number of VM, right? You have to just click the custom, right? Now I am going to say minimum 1 instance just for learning and maximum 4 instance just for learning. But do you remember we have calculated this in Excel sheet, and you have arrived some base number, how much VM need minimum, how much VM need maximum. So CPU threshold also we need 80%, and duration minutes during the learning we no need this. So I'm going with 5, because minimum is so we can reduce, it will throw the error. So minimum 5 minutes we need to wait, and then number of instances to increase by. So I want one has to be increased automatically, and we are defining the scale out, how much we need to increase, and if the utilization is come down, how much we need to reduce it. Okay, I'm going to say so 25, and number of instance decrease, again I want to decrease 1. So can you tell me how you will define this? Can anyone explain some high level? We discussed in day 1. Helen, yes. Rajesh, yes. You unmute. I have given the access. Ravi, yes. Mani, Muttu.
Yeah, Vijay. So the first day class we just you have explained based on the how much the VM resources. If it is one CPU and 1 GB RAM, the based on 10,000 request is handling. So if it is 9,000 9,000 request, so we have to be just add 9 VM and 1 GB 1 CPU and 1 GB RAM. So that's based on that we have to we based on that calculation we have to be select minimum of the instance, and if it is 10,000 request we have to be mention 9 VM with 1 CPU and 1 GB RAM. So based on that configurations.
Okay, so you agree, right? So now I'm going to apply this policy management and say custom storage account, review create, and say I'm going to once validation passed, so I'm going to create it. So web production app, the previous one we have created, it is going to be 10 minutes. Okay, we can do that also, but we will go for this because I forgot to change the timings. Otherwise we need to wait 10 minutes to see the auto scaling. It is really taking a lot of will take a lot of time. So let's wait. Okay, now in between we will go in this the discussion. So now, how many of you have idea what is mean by based on host? What is mean by jump server? Can anyone tell me what is mean by based on host? What is mean by jump host? Matthew, yes.
So
Yeah.
Bastion host,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Bastion host is the server you have on your public subnets to be able to access those data you have on your private subnet. So that will be the only point of contact to your
Yes.
database or your app servers.
So if you are in like support, first you cannot directly connect any of the application server, database server, mostly project related servers, right? So these are all will be in private, right? So but you need to log in and do some changes, everything. So you need to first go to some server. You need to just log in. So this Bastion server, you can call it as this server. So from once logged in, from there you log in, you log in, you log in, you log in. So this is how the Bastion host will help you to manage your infrastructure. Normally any project, they never open or they never any direct visibility of their server to public, right? Okay, let me just go further. And what is mean by peering? Virtual network peering. What is the virtual network peering and what is the need of it when you need it? Krishna, yes. Manigandan, yes. Vignesh.
I have a question regarding last one, that Bastion host can be in the cloud as well.
Sorry. Yes. We can create a Bastion host in cloud. That Bastion host should be in some kind of a accessible network from your office or from your home. So there are a couple of way you can achieve this. Probably I can explain here. Even I have released the point-to-point tunnel protocol. Maybe you are a contractor. Say for example, you are a contractor. You are in a home. You are in home. From your home, you want to connect to your US office. So how you connect office daily? VPN, right? First you need to log in VPN. Then only all your timesheets, everything will work, right?
Correct.
Not from direct internet, correct?
Yeah.
So what is happening? Once you establish the VPN, if you go to your command prompt and type ipconfig /all, so you will see the point-to-point protocol adapter or some tunneling adapters, right? So that will give you one private IP address, which means your computer, your laptop is established the private connectivity to your office network, right? So once it's established, only you can access all your intranet portal, everything. Okay. So the similar concept here I'm asking.
So peering is basically to connect two BPCs.
Yes. So here virtual network to virtual network is basically here this person, this servers also in Azure, this server also is in Azure. But I don't want to go via internet. I want to go via intranet, their internal network backbone. Because this is also my project sensitive server. This is also my project sensitive server. So that is where the virtual network peering will help us. So in what are the other scenario you need this? Subhash, Shobhan.
Yeah, normally this virtual pairing so enables us to communicate to two different virtual machines which are there in the separate the virtual network. So they can communicate with the private IP over the Microsoft backbone network instead of exposing to public world.
Yes, yes,
public.
because that is a major concern. You agree,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to further slide. So one or two things we can do it today. So now VNet pairing between two virtual network. What are the scenarios you need? I mean, what kind of a projects you need? What kind of a situation you need VNet pairing? VNet to VNet pairing. Because this also people are really not able to understand during the interview, even during the exam point of view. Any idea? So Sulaiman, yes. Okay, you lower your hand. Krishna, yes. Helen, yes. Subhash, Mani, Madhavi.
Yes, Vijay. VPC is a regional service. So if you want to connect another VPC in another region, so you can use VNet, VPC pairing.
Okay. So say for example, I have one application. That application is having the some database. That database is in a different region, right? Or this database and this database has to be synced automatically because of our RPO constraints, right? So but I don't want to go other way of connectivity like via internet, right? So
Over the internet.
so I need to sync this via my intranet, means Azure data center backbone network, private network. So in this kind of a situation, if I try this private IP to this private IP, it should reachable. In that case, we need to go with the VNet to VNet pairing.
Yeah, it's a private connection.
Yeah, it's a private connection, right? So now I'm going to ask you the other one. What kind of a situation you need VPN gateway to VPN gateway? So now we talked about VNet pairing to VNet pairing to connect private to private inside Azure. But what kind of a situation or purpose we need VPN gateway to VPN gateway?
I think as per my knowledge, it is useful in on-premises gateway. If you want to connect on-premises to cloud.
Can you give me any some project example? What kind of a projects you need in this scenario? Say for example, you have one application. In that application, what kind of a scenario you need this situation?
If you don't want to expose like to internet.
No, this is going to be via internet. So see here clearly it is going to be via internet. So that is why many people during the interview, they are really not able to answer with some small example. So that is why I always advise whenever you study, either you study with some example or with some hands-on.
I think we can use the in scenario like we have some infrastructure on premises infrastructure. We suppose we have the database in the on premises and the web application on the cloud environment. So whenever if both the servers wanted to communicate over the, so instead of going to public network, so we can create the VPN gateway and we can establish secure communication between these two.
Okay, but still I'm expecting some other answer. Okay.
When you are planning to move your project to cloud, so database migration.
No. That is not a. That is also one of the purpose, but I'm asking something real, our day-to-day purpose, what we are doing. Pavan, Matthew, yeah, you can also share your views. Mahendra, even Isaac.
Hi Vijay, can we take example of any kind of suppose one of our server hosted in US network and one is in India network. When they are trying to communicate and share the resources between the two networks in a secured way, then that time we may go for this.
Yes. That is the one of the scenario. Okay, what about other major scenario? Say for example, I have an application. I want to have some data processing or validation or authentication or some payment gateway. But I don't want to invest payment gateway on my own company because that is not my business. There are huge payment gateway vendors already available in the market. So all I need is I'm going to agree with them. I'm going to have a good agreement. I'm establishing it. So in that case, I cannot leave this transaction as a like a more unsecure way. I need to go with the secure way, but still they are in somewhere different area, right? So in those kind of a situation, or third party, or you are on-prem located in somewhere different. So these kind of a situation, definitely you need to go with the internet. But while going with internet, you have to ensure the highest encryption, right? Those sort of purpose, you will go with this VPN gateway to VPN gateway. I already released a very detailed hands-on here in my playlist. But anyway, one quickly we will do it today. But this is the concept. Okay, so now I'm just going to clear this. I'm just going to here VPN to VPN. So what kind of a situation just now we explained. So VPN gateway to VPN gateway, normally you will propose so those the payment gateway or third party vendor, because your application needs to transact or your application need to connect or connect to on-prem, right? Okay, now what kind of a situation you need the site-to-site VPN? Who asked the home intranet and all just a few minutes back? So what kind of a situation you need site-to-site VPN? What kind of a situation you need site-to-site VPN?
Maybe major information, like if we take any international banking sectors, they try to share the documents, NDRs, disclosures, anything
No,
to different regions.
no, that is anyway they can go for it, but this is something you can see it in the diagram itself. In the diagram itself, heading itself, you can have a lot of clue.
Kind of continuous communication.
Yes, Isaac, go ahead. Isaac, I given access. You can unmute.
Okay, I was unmuted. I'm unmuted. So you use VPN for secured connection.
Yeah.
To your hybrid your environment.
Yes, exactly. I want to hear that word. Can you repeat that word?
Secured connection.
No, the last word you used.
To the cloud.
No, hybrid. Hybrid.
Yes.
Yeah. So site-to-site VPN mostly will help you if you get into any situation where you want to operate on-prem plus cloud. Then most of the time you need to have this concept, because if you see here, this is going to be your Azure, right? This is going to be your Azure, right? This is going to be your on-prem, right? So Azure to on-premises, definitely you need site-to-site. Okay, just think about this way. The next one is our daily office working. So you have some office, some data center in Chennai. Okay, you have a lot of servers. but you don't want to put this server in the cloud. Why? Because okay, here also one of the very good scenario. There is a question: if I'm having one company in say India, that company is having 10,000 employees. Okay, for this 10,000 employees, I have 10,000 mailbox. Of course, each person need their mail, right? Mail. So 10,000 mailbox. So I have some mail server setup. So now you tell me, do you think I need to move this to some cloud, or I need to maintain it to on-prem itself? How you will plan this? How you will plan this? How you will plan this?
Yeah, you move it to the cloud. So
it's on premises. We build this things.
Hello, yeah.
On premises means one server we need put it for example, like a South Indian branch, and one in other. So we we create a VPN between both of them, and only the mail server we put in different where.
Okay, so you mean to no, still actually your voice is really feeble. So you want to say, are you we need to move this to cloud or not? That
No.
okay. So how you want to maintain this in your on-prem, but still
Yes,
you want to operate from cloud?
yeah, on-prem, because I put here is the Exchange server. For example, Exchange server in this my local data premises.
Yeah.
And I will connect it to the user. For example, the outside user, that it's like a head office branch of bank and local repository of bank. So in local branch, only the mail employee is able to access the mails, and I need to access my head office branch also, and the data also synchronized from them. So this is a particular different domain I need to create in this local one, and I need to connect both of it from the VPN gateway.
Okay.
So I'm not.
Okay. So here there is a one concept that people has to understand, right? So here I have a huge database I have to maintain with the mail server, everything. In that case, you better you can keep it in your on-premises, and you can operate only the web application. See, mostly the web application, if you put it in the cloud, that is more efficient way. So the web application, since you already integrated your on-prem data center to the cloud, so you can easily operate even the application, access some of the data through this. Everything is possible, right? So but if your data is going to be huge and your data is going to be have a lot of privacy, then better you stay in on-prem. Only the web part you put it in the cloud.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going for other type. Let me just scroll down. What is point to site VPN? What are the situation you need this point to site VPN? What are the situation you need point to site VPN? What are the situation you need point to site VPN?
Vijay, when we need access, like from our laptop, we want to access the servers on the cloud.
Yeah.
And it should not go over the internet. So in that scenario, we can use
This
that point to site.
okay, can you go on mute? There are a lot of background noise. Okay, so is there any other command? Okay, is there any other command when we need this point to site VPN? Who are all here? Can you confirm in the chat? Who are all working from home these days due to COVID? Yes, Ram, you are. So when you say work from home, what exactly you are doing? Can you just connecting to VPN? That's it. So basically, daily you are doing this point to site VPN. All you are doing is you are initiating one VPN software. Maybe the company it will be differ. Sometimes they will have their custom small application. Everything is same only, but the UI interface people are keep getting changed. So what is happening is, if you have the your laptop, if this laptop you are trying to establish the VPN daily whenever you start your work or your support, right? If you go to your command prompt and check, there is a private IP in PPP adapter, you will get some private IP. That IP once established, you from your laptop you can ping this private IP address. If you disconnect that VPN, if you try to ping, you cannot, right? Yeah, Cisco AnyConnect, there is a lot of VPN software. So this situation, this is the real useful. Okay, so you need to have a differentiation. When you need VNet to VNet pairing, when you need VNet gateway to VNet gateway, when you need a point to site, when you need, so all this difference, if you understand, then that's it. Okay, so now we will see the scale set got created. Yes, the scale set got created. We will go to the resource. Okay, so what we did, minimum 1, maximum 4. That is a rule we have created. Is that correct? Can you confirm in the chat? We have created minimum 1, maximum 4, correct? So now can I go to instance and see how much instance? So right now I have only one instance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up another window, because I don't want to disturb, because I keep want to refresh it to see things are working correct. So I'm going here. I'm going for a serial console. If you want, you can connect it in the putty also. So I'm going this machine. In this machine, I'm going for a serial console. Yeah, VNet gateway to VNet gateway. Let me just explain. I think Helen is asking. Are you able to see the screen? VPN gateway, VNet gateway to VNet gateway. Mostly, if your application having any connection to or process with the third party, the third party is in somewhere different, because you cannot ask them to come and host in your environment. They have the application, they have either exposed via API, they have exposed via some method, right? So basically they will give you access, right? But you need to contact them, but in a secure way, right? Definitely you need to go via internet only. Those kind of a situation, you can go with VPN gateway to VPN gateway. And if you go to the one, let me just show you. Quickly, I'm going here. Azure. I'm just going for Azure. Okay, if you go here, I already released all whatever I told, the 4 with step by step, with hands-on, with everything. So I'm just going here. I will show you. See, VNet to VNet pairing, VNet gateway to VNet gateway lab, and even point to site. So everything I already released. The one thing I just explained, maybe because I don't have any proper simulator for on-prem data center to here, but that also is possible nowadays. I found a couple of scenarios, so I will just go for it. Okay, so now I'm not able to connect through serial console. Let us connect through PuTTY. What is this IP address? Okay, which why it's not? We'll do one thing. We will create one VM. Just 2 seconds. I'm going for a VM. This VM is in which region? 10.1.0.5. Okay, East US. Quickly, we will create one VM. Client 1. I'm just creating it. East US. So I'm just going to create as a password 𝐕𝐢𝐣𝐴𝐺𝐻𝐶om. I'm just creating with normal hard disk. Advanced. So let's wait. This actually we need to log in that machine. This machine we need to give the load, right? So if we give the load, automatically what will happen is we will see actual the scaling. So I'm just creating it. That's why most of the time you need a Bastion host whenever you want to support or anything. Normally, you need to first log into the Bastion, and from there you can reach everything. Okay, let's in the meantime, I want to cover other topics also. So this is exactly the availability set. We have the fault domain and update domain concept. Automatically, it will pick up and it will create a redundancy. And also, if you want to think about your security rules, and you need to ask whether you need inbound traffic. If you say yes, then what kind of a ports you are going to handle. And if you say port 80 or port 22, then you first think about the whether it is really valid, and then you can create a rule. And if the rule is okay, then you need to ask whether you need to deny or you need to enable. So wherever you hereafter you go and create a workflow like this. If you say something, you also should say what if no. In the meantime, okay, I'm just going to go to resource we will connect that machine, mobile extreme. Okay, what is the IP address? 23.100. This one. But what is the IP address of that? This machine? 10. But let me just check. We'll see, because both networks are different. So I'm just trying to connect. Okay, ping. What is the IP address of the machine? This machine. So I'm just going to check whether it is reachable. Otherwise, we will reach through the Bastion host. Okay. Name assure Bastion. It's a US to US. What network is it? It's 62. Okay, there is a network also we need to create. Okay, create new. Okay, just give me some time. I will just enable this. Probably we can do it in the last of this session. We will cover the next parts. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to just cover a couple of things before we go to VNet to VNet thing. Yesterday, who asked the DevOps part? DevOps tools. I think some query asked about DevOps. There is a question yesterday, DevOps tools. So how many of you have faced the situation where you are not able to answer or survive the DevOps tools related interviews, even though you had some kind of a workflow?
Me also.
Okay.
I face challenge actually sometimes. I'm using Jenkins and I'm deploying the CI and CID pipelines also, but sometimes in giving interviews in others places, somewhere I have hiccups in the interviews also. Means not confidence about the is. I have lot of stuffs in regarding even the PDFs, everything I do have in my mind.
Okay.
So, because in the market, Vijay it's totally about the project.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to create a good confidence to everyone.
Yeah, it's
so can anyone tell me some kind of a workflow which you faced in interview or in your exam? Can you go on mute? There is a lot of background noise today. Okay, so is there anyone, can you tell me some kind of a workflow which you faced, which you felt you are not able to answer, so that I can easily correlate your question and create a simple workflow and make you to understand? Anybody? Ravi, Abbas, Asaruddin?
CICD and
Yeah,
so
CICD. First of all, what I'm going to ask is, in CICD, what exactly you get into? Okay. So you need one application to deploy. That has to be automated. That is CI/CD, right? Correct or not? So in CI/CD, maximum you will have development environment. You all agree? Put it in the chat. You all agree? So you have SIT environment. You all agree? You have UAT environment, correct? You have the production, maybe pre-prod or whatever. So we will take this 4 environment. So this environment, you are developing something and you are creating some application. This application has to be finally where you need to deploy some application server. Can you confirm in the chat? Some application server, correct? So this application server, once you deployed, you need to access. You are from internet. You are a consumer. You need to access it, correct? You are in the internet, somewhere in internet. Okay. So after deployment, I need to monitor. So I need a monitoring, correct? Okay. So now I need a monitoring, and I after deployment or during the deployment or after deployment on a daily basis or every second, I need a notification alert, right? Notification. Is that correct? Can you confirm in the chat? Notifications, correct? So also I am deploying version 1. So I need a source code. I need the WAR file. I'm talking about the Java project, WAR file. So I need a source code plus WAR file, because from source code to compile and test and all testing passed, I'm creating WAR file that will take maximum, minimum 4 to, it depends on the complexity of application, right? So I don't want to every time to compile. So I need this source code, and after compile, I need a WAR file. This also has to be stored. So what I need some repository to store. Why I need? Anytime I can take this, if anybody reported any bug, so maybe after 6 months somebody reporting, hey, there is a issue, I cannot go and spend a huge amount of time again to compile and create the app and test it. No, already I have an app, right? So you take this, create an environment and deploy it. So I need to store each and every version, right? What are okay, then what are all you need? You tell me what all you need. I have an application server. Okay, I have an application server to deploy. Web application server, Tomcat, WebLogic, or WebSphere, or JBoss, Glassfish. Okay, then I need the entire to be automated. I don't want to be manual. So I need to write all this task, whatever I'm saying, has to be happen in automatically. So how? Through code. So all the code I need to put it in the JIT. Okay, then what all I need? Yeah, Nexus, Isaac. Nexus is the repository. Either Nexus, there is a product. I will come the product later. Now I am just displaying what all I need. Okay, monitoring, notification, repository, JIT, and I need to ensure the security part, right? Security part, right? What all I need? What are all other things I need? Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. So security, collaboration. So collaboration means whatever you do, it has to be tracked. So there should be some ticketing mechanism, right? Yes, exactly. So ticketing. No, we will come with the actual tool. First, I'm going with the functionality. ticket. Okay, what all I need? So I need a planning. So yes, there is a Kanban board or whatever. Okay, plan. So I'm going to put it this planning. What all I need? So I need testing, because there is a developer pushed the code, but before deploy, I need to test my all expectation is correct, all use cases is correct, all the functionality is correct, everything. So what all I need? Okay, code validation. Yes, this is more important. So now we are talking about one single environment, but each and in this environment, version 1, you need to comply, you need to do all this. Version 2, you need to do all this. Version 3, you need to do all this. Version 4, you need to do all this. But still the same here also, version 1, you need to do all this. Version 2, you need to do all this. Version 3, you need to do all this. Version 1, you need to do all this. Version 2, you need to do all this. Version 3, you need to do all this. So production, everything. Now the question is, how I need to define, how I need to handle my interview with more confidence. Okay, what are all web application you know? Put it in the chat. What are all web application you know? I have a Java code I need to deploy. What web application server you know? So if you ask me, I know Tomcat. I know WebLogic. I know WebSphere. Correct? Yeah, IAS also. Right? And what all monitoring tool you need? Because this is a major confusion. Many people. Okay. Okay. RAM, Nagios, even Azure Monitor. So we will go with some common famous product. So Prometheus or Nagios or any monitoring tool. Okay. But notification, what all notification tool you use it? What are all notification? Maybe some people will say collaboration tool or notification tool. Okay, SNS. What are all other famous one? Slack. Yes, exactly. Slack. Okay, and what are all repository tool you need? Isaac, you said Nexus, right? Yes, either Nexus or Artifactory. Both are really famous in the market, but there are a lot of tool. Okay, Artifactory. And code, you can use JIT or GitLab or Bitbucket. It's up to you what you want. GitLab or Bitbucket. There are different source code management is available. Even the Azure, they have their own VSTS. Okay, what all? Yes, Azure JIT, GitLab, Bitbucket. So what is the ticketing tool you need? What is the okay? Jira, ServiceNow. So Jira, Remedy. There are a lot of. Okay. What is the planning tool you need? What is the planning tool you need? What is the planning tool you need? Azure boards. Yes. Kanban or Kanban board. So what is the testing tool you need? What is the testing tool you need? Selenium. Yes. So one of the everyone knows Selenium. Okay. There are a lot of tools. Okay. Selenium. Forget about handwriting. What is the code validation tool you need? What is the code validation tool you know? SonarQube. Yes, that is a very famous. SonarQube. Okay. Okay. Apart from this, do you anyone think any other tools you need? Apart from this, you need any other tool? Yes, exactly. The security one. What are the tools you know for security? For security, you need to analyze in all perspective, what are all tools you need. So in security, if you go, mostly there is a check marks, or even Fortinet having a lot of products, right? So now you all, one by one, I'm going to open up. You raise your hand, you tell me what is the exact confusion, what is the exact challenges, so that I can answer very easily in a layman point of view. Okay, first, before going to that, you got a code, you are compiling it using Maven in a web application server, and you are getting a WAR file and you are deploying it. This manual way, work, apart from this, there is a major point. One tool is missed. Who is that? We talked about all, but we forgot one main person. Who is that here?
Jenkins.
Yeah, what is the role of Jenkins here? What is the role of Jenkins here? Anyone? Raise your hand and I will unmute. Can you explain what is the role of Jenkins? Yes, Isaac, go ahead. Isaac, Gaja, go ahead.
Yes, for content, we miss containerization for deployment. Is it like a Docker?
No. I'm not talking about technical, but I'm talking about what is the role here. Why I need Jenkins?
It is for continuous.
Oh, Jenkins for pull, to pull your code.
Exactly. So, who am I? I'm a Jenkins. Who am I? I'm a manager. Who am I? I'm a strict manager to push my team members. Who are all my team members? These are all my team members. These are all my team members. So I will keep monitor. I am the strict manager. Okay, I am the strict manager. Who am I? I am a Jenkins. Who am I? The equivalent products. Team City, you can take it. Even you can go with a Circle CI. Even you go with a Travis. There are a lot of products, right? So who am I? I am a Jenkins. I am a strict manager. What is my role? Hey, have you pushed the new code? Yes, I'm seeing you pushed the new code. Where you pushed? Can you go on mute? Can you go on mute? Go on mute. So where you pushed the code? I pushed the code in JIT. Okay, then that's all. I finished. Then I am the strict manager. I need to trigger next person. Okay, go and trigger the Maven. Take this code, build it. Okay, who am I? I'm a manager. I take this code, compiled code, and deploy it. Who am I? I'm a manager. So I am just deployed it. Okay. While pushing the code, while compiling the code, while deploying the code, who am I? I'm a manager. Okay, I'm instructing monitoring team to get this monitored. Who am I? I'm a manager. I am sending the notification. Who am I? I'm a manager. So I'm instructing, hey, can you send alert? There is a code has been pushed. There is a code has been deployed. There is a code has been compiled. Sent a notification, each and everything. But you need to enable all the rule. You need to enable. And once compiled, I need a future reference. So take the source code, take the WAR file, put it in here. Who am I? I'm a manager. Okay. And during the compilation, I need to test it to make sure everything is correct. Or I need to raise the all alerts. Means there are code, there are needs in investigation. Who am I? I'm a manager. So I'm talking to this person. Hey, he pushed the code and he is compiling it. Can you validate the security point? He deployed it. Either during the code itself plus after deployment itself, everything you need to define here. But who is triggering? I'm the manager because I'm a critical strict manager. Okay, so who am I? I'm a manager. So I also need to ensure keep tracking this Kanban board. Who am I? I am creating the relevant task also. Okay, who am I? I am the manager. I am the person who is controlling all this. This is called CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment. So here, how people are getting confusion, how people are getting fear is they are practicing with Jenkins, but when they go to interview, the project is asking TeamCity, okay, the project is asking 𝐶RCLE, or there are a lot of products, right? So 𝐶RCLE, there are projects they are asking some different tools where people are getting a scare. But what I'm saying is you cannot learn 1,000 or 1 lakh tools. You understand one complete tool, each and every. Code means one SonarQube. Testing means one Selenium. Okay, security means one Fortinet tool or some open source, right? Kanban tool. Even if you are okay, I'm going to change the color. Even this is really important. 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 This is, you understand the concepts. This is also important. If you have the tool, you learn it. Otherwise, you understand the concepts, how this works. And testing, if you have some testing code, then you understand it. Otherwise, just understand the concept. If you have some code validation tool, you explore it. Otherwise, you understand the concepts. But these are all, whatever I struck out the important, right? What are all I struck out important? This repository, JIT, and this tool, because I am a STIT manager. If you, with these tools, if you create a lab, this is what I released in the Jenkins playlist. This is more than enough to project yourself with CI/CD, pipeline, everything. So here, what people are keep on often getting into confusion or fear is they are asking a lot of tools which I don't know. You no need to have all the tools. You are just a human being. Just to project yourself in my current project or my current learning. Don't say you just learned, because you are doing all hands-on. So just project yourself that you have a good hands-on you are doing in the current project. Okay, so you just project with this tool. That's it. So I'm going to explain the one more part with this tool. If you want, you can note down this. It's a very good, I'll send you in the chat. This already I released in the YouTube playlist also. So here it is very easy. You can go ask release one tool, ITSM one tool. But ITSM and all, even if you don't have an option to, because it's need a lot of license or it's very difficult, right? So Slack, you can do it. JUnit also, you can do it. So simply, you can add this and create a workflow. There are all collaboration tools will be available here. So I'm just saying, I'm going to remove all so that it will be easy for you to understand what is the exact pipeline. Most of the freshers, I used to advise this tool. This is very handy. ServiceNow, add tools. So what is your need? So your need is basically you need to add each tool in one functionality. Okay, Isaac, yeah, go ahead, Isaac. So basically you need to say, for example, release orchestration. Okay, SCM GitHub. If you don't want GitHub, you remove it. Okay, because you need a Bitbucket. Okay, you add it. You need CI tool because you don't know TeamCity. You need you know only Jenkins. It's fine. I'm going to add Jenkins. This is how you need to get the first confusion clarified. So configuration management, normally the provisioning, Terraform is the good. But if you don't know Terraform, just go with Ansible. If you have good knowledge on Ansible, just try to get the concepts, right? So I'm just going to remove everything so that I'm going to design you, and we'll see how things are pretty much easy. It's a really easy tool, digital.ai/diagram-generator. I'm just going to copy. I'm going to send this. So first I need a SEM tool. I'm going to click this. See, there is a SEM tool. What is the tool? Maybe I know Bitbucket, right? I know Bitbucket, but there are a lot of other tools also available. That is why you don't need to confuse. But even if the project is asking any other tool, be confident, be bold. You project yourself, you have this experience. That's it. Because they are trying to understand your confidence level on at least the end-to-end flow. Okay, what is the artifact repository? If you ask me, I'm good with Artifactory, not Nexus. Okay, not Nexus. So I will project myself. Yes, I know Artifactory. Okay, then what is the other tool? CA tool. If you ask me, I am good at TeamCity. Even I am good at 𝐶Make, even Broccoli, Circle CA. So you can go with TeamCity, add tools. And configuration management, if you click it, so as of now, the Terraform is really bigger day by day provisioning part. So because it's a stateful, so click this. I'm going to add it. Deployment, I'm going to click it. So what kind of a deployment you will use it? So Rundeck, normally I used previous projects, or you can go with Azure DevOps pipelines, or so what you can decide, or you know some tool, or if you don't know also, you try to explore. That's it. So I'm going with the Rundeck. See, it's not mandatory to learn all this tool, but try to understand what is happening. Even there are a lot of videos, you can watch it. Environment, click it. So what kind of environment I'm going with, because you have to create an environment to deploy the application, right? I'm going with the Tomcat. Now it is coming here. So what kind of a collaboration tool? I need a Slack, because I am really know how to do it in Slack. Yes, so I'm adding it. And testing, I'm going with JUnit, because that is a very easy way. Let's check. JUnit is there. QUnit also, it's a very easy. And AIOps analytics, nowadays it started, but if you don't know, please leave it. Don't get more into confusion. Security, click it. And mostly SonarQube is really easy. There are a lot of steps are available. Even if you don't know, let me know. I will provide you the steps. Other, see, other means if you forgot any important, these are the one you need to concentrate upfront. But still there is a monitoring. I can go with the Zabbix or Prometheus or Stackify. You can go with any monitoring. So I'm just going with the Zabbix. And come down. Database, what database you want, because you at some point you need to have proper data source to be stored. So I'm going with SQL. Come down. Serverless, so where you are going to execute this code, everything. So I need somewhere, instead of my server, I can go with AWS Lambda or Azure Functions. I can go with Azure Functions. So you add this tool so that you can create a diagram. Okay, download my diagram. Okay, so I'm going to open it, the diagram. Let's see how the diagram looks like. See here. So this path you need to understand. So now you all tell me what are all your confusion in this. I'm going to unmute people.
Hi, Jay.
Yes.
I want to know the
how the webhook trigger the Jenkins if there is any code changes or something like that. So that was my confusion actually. The people say webhook, right? Where can I go and see that
Okay,
one?
in that case, you haven't spent some time my playlist. That is why I'm keep on saying I put a lot of efforts on my playlist. I created a huge video with the step by step. Even you can find the relevant steps you've not here. So you can find with the, I will just show you. I'm going for a DevOps tools because this is day by day, people are really getting scared. No need. So can you go to this video and spend the webhooks? I'm going to just show you the relevant part in the here. So webhooks functionality is, it is going to provide the API and get the configuration. That's it. Let me just show you. Where is the, okay, so see here, Rajesh, are you able to see this? So basically any product, they will have webhooks. Day 1 or day 2, I think I have explained this. Nowadays, one product, one application to another application communication is pretty much straightforward because they are trying to contact through this. So webhook means simple. They are providing some authentication and URL, and that URL is going to be your, you need to provide the things. Let me just, so that webhooks, see here.
Okay.
So they will provide one URL. So this URL you are going to feed it to from which application you are going to call. So in this case, we are going to call from our Jenkins, right? See here, our Jenkins. We need to call from Jenkins because Jenkins is the person who are triggering. So Jenkins knows, okay, this task finished, send it. This task finished, send it. This task finished, send it, correct? So you need to add the Slack to Jenkins. So you need to associate here. You need to add it here. You need to add it here. So what tool you are going to use? TeamCity or Jenkins or Circle CA or Travis CA? You need to integrate all these tools to this. While integrating, some of the tools you can use username, password. Some of the tools you can. But webhook means whenever there is a trigger happen, automatically it has to detect. That is called webhooks. Rajesh.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so when you go to a Slack kind of application, they will provide the actual key. Using this key, you are going to configure it. If you use a TeamCity or any CA tool, you can integrate with this.
Okay, got it now.
Okay, any other query? Please raise your hand. I will unmute. Yeah, Ravi, Abbas, Raj, Isaac. Yes, go ahead, Isaac.
Oh, Vijay, thank you for this. So on the YouTube, you explaining that we have the resources to learn the CI/CD from CI to CD following your video. So I just want to understand the process from the, I know the theory, but the application of it, I don't understand it. So I want to see the demo, how it actually happened. If there's any demo we can see or see in your video, that's what I'm asking.
No, that is what I have created all the servers in here. So wait a minute, let me, can you raise your hand? Okay. Yeah, I have unmuted Ashoko. So Isaac, actually I have created step-by-step hands-on in this YouTube. So the idea here is, if you don't find anything here, that means it's just an explanation. If you go to GitHub, if you go to DevOps tools, say I'm going for tools, DevOps tools, you will not find any class till 5. That means till 5th class it's going to be concept. Even 7th class it's going to be concept. If you see anything here, that means there is a commands listed down here. So the relevant video only you are seeing here, the class relevant class, but the steps is in GitHub. Yeah, I unmuted Ashuko. You can speak it. Hello. Isaac, if you want, probably I can quickly create the servers and I can quickly implement, but everything is already available here. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly this I will show you. There is some issue in the Bastion and the custom account. Okay, I'm going to just go to home. Can you tell me what is the VNet pairing again? Can anyone tell me what is the VNet pairing?
When two different virtual network we want to communicate with each other.
Okay.
In that case, we use VNet pairing.
Okay, so basically what we will do is we will create one network here. We will create another network here in another location. Then we will create a one machine private IP address and another machine private IP address, and we will from this private IP address to from this private IP address we can ping it. So first we will go to Azure portal. We will create a resource and we will go one by one. Let me just check. Okay, I'm going here. Network. Virtual network. So I'm going to create a virtual network. So I'm going to create first virtual network. What is a virtual network? We have to give it. So the first virtual network we have to create is say VNet 1, right? So I'm just going to create VNet 1 and East US, and IP address we are going to go with the default one, and I'm going with the Bastion host if it is enabled. Even we are going with the tags and review create. And say create. So now what is our goal? We have two offices, one offices in US, another offices in Canada. Okay, so both are in Azure. Okay, so here there is a machine, here there is a machine. There are, of course there are a lot of machine. I don't want to transfer any data or data sync or anything via internet. So I need to transfer or sync or take a backup within internal backbone network. So first you need to create a network here. You need to create a network here, and you need to create a virtual machine in this network. You need to create a virtual machine in this network and then enable the pairing between this network. Once the pairing is done, from this machine to this machine using internal IP, communication is easy. It's possible. That's the exact way we are going to do it. Go to resource. So we have created first resource in East US. So we are going to create a virtual network in another region. Isaac, I will quickly create a CI/CD pipeline also. It will not take much time. So I will show you also. So we will create another virtual network. So this time I'm going to select the Canada part. Where is the Canada? Yes, Canada Central. We will go with it. VNet to Canada. Okay, and say IP address This time I'm going with the default one. Tags, review, create, and say create. Okay, so now we have VNet 1 is created, VNet 2 is created. So I'm going here, come down. So VNet 1 created, VNet 2 created. Now these are all already I posted in GitHub and YouTube. So here we are going to first establish the connection, right? Once both VNet created, we are going to establish the connection. We will wait. Okay, both are created. So now I'm going here, I'm going for resource. So if you see, both are created. Now, as per this, what we are going to do is, we are going to VNet 1. Okay, we are going to VNet 1. And there is a option to enable. So if you go here, there is a pairings option. Go to pairings. So there is a pairing option. Click it and add. So here, this is East US, right? So East US to Canada. By seeing the name, I know what it is. Canada. So by default, I'm going to allow everything. Here also, I can say US to Canada. Canada. Come down. Virtual network. So here I can say, sorry, source 1. Come down. I'm going to, so everything I already given in the here itself. Pairing from VNet to VNet 1. So here you can go with remote virtual network. Of course, we have a Canada and we are going to select that Canada network and say add. So let's wait. As per this screenshot, you should see connected. I have marked the pointer also. You should see connected. That means what is happening is you have East US, you have Canada, right? So this is the network you created. This is the network you created. Under this pairing, you are trying to attach this and enabling the connection. Why I am enabling? Because I'm not interested. All my project related should not go via internet. I have to go via backbone. So go to connected. If you see once pairing is done, you should see a connected. That is exactly we need. So I'm just going to delete and go back to here, refresh it. So it's connected. Now, after connected, what you need to do, come down. You need to create a 2 VM. How you need to create 1 VM? You need to create a East US. This is East US. This is Canada. So now what you did, you have established the network, correct? So now what you need to do, you need to create a 1 VM here. You need to create a 1 VM here. So previously, when you create a VM, you have a public IP, but this time you will have private IP. Using this private IP, you are going to communicate. If you are able to communicate, you are good to go, because you are not going via internet, you are going via intranet, right? That is exact. We are going to perform it now. What we are going to do is, we are going to create one virtual machine. In the meantime, if you have any queries, Rajesh or Abbas or Matthew, can you ask? One question. Yeah, can you speak a bit loud? Your voice is very low.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Vijay, just this is the not over the internet. Okay. Suppose one office they not able to means I just want to know, can we use with VPN gateway scenario also, the same stuff.
No, that is what I said. What is your exact purpose?
Okay, okay.
Because you can create all such options, but during the audit, if you are definitely going with any ISO 27001 security review, definitely you will be get hanged.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
more questionnaire, everything.
Yeah, there the auditor asks me the questions also sometimes.
Yes, exactly. That is what I'm saying.
Why the client is asking for it? They told me that if the client do not have the VPN access, so why you given to the internet access? So sometimes have questions comes to my mind. Even sometimes raise because I read so many scenarios.
Okay.
So somewhere I face it.
Yeah,
But
hereafter you just start match with the actual workaround or actual business case.
Okay. Thank you.
Because your application wants to talk to some third party, that is mandatory. Like why you need to invest? So you can directly, but you need to go secure way. You need to go encrypted way. You can use it for VNet gateway to VNet gateway. I'm just creating a first Linux machine. I'm going to just go. I don't want to go SSD disk. I'm going for networking. I'm going for a management, advanced, review create, and create it. Okay, so once you created, now this is VM1 for East US. Now we need to create a VM2 for Canada. So I'm just waiting for this. Okay, so now we are going for VM virtual machines. We no need to wait till that. So we will create another virtual machine also. So let it take another 2 minutes. So here Canada VM to or VM to Canada. Okay, so which one we have selected? VM2 Canada, Canada Central. Okay, so I'm going to select Canada Central and the same machine, but going with the password, say 𝐬𝐳𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐻. And going here, I'm going to open 80, but we are not going to run any web server. That is not our purpose. Basically, we need to try to access via private IP, right? Management and advanced tax review create. So this machine is going to be in Canada region. Because one of the DevOps CI/CD people are often getting more confusion. Let's create. Maximum it will take 20 minutes. So in the meantime, can we have the voting? So I will quickly explain. Let me just share my screen. And also I will share this URL. Okay, so next week, the idea is going to be here. So Saturday, this is Sunday. Are you able to see the my Excel sheet? Week 3 slot 1, week 3 slot 2. Can you confirm in the chat? You are able to see? Yes. So now I'm going to share this. Anyone with the link? Already I given the access. So we will go one by one. Take 2 minutes or 1 minute, so that we will finish it. I think people will have late till we end the class. I'm going to take the link, copy the link. Okay. Can you confirm whether you are able to get this link? I sent in the Zoom chat. Okay. The idea here is open this link, go to week 3 slot 1. Okay. I'm going to walk through one by one each use case. Okay. Some of the things are you need to explain. Some of the things are you need to do a hands-on. Okay. Don't worry. I will be there. I will help you. But I want you to try. Okay. We will go one by one. Who are all interested this? I need minimum 6 for each use case. Okay. So all you need to do is you need to click here and select your name. Okay. So you either try here or go to this. We will go one by one. First, can you go and select the first use case? I just sending the link again. Can you select your name if you are interested? Automatically your things will be visible. Can you go and say this? And I'm going to hide this part. Hide. No, I am sending. Oh, sorry. I'm sending in Vignesh. So I'm sending here. Okay. I sent in everyone the link. So basically, who is going to be interested in the first? We will go one by one each use case. So the first thing, what all you are going to interest. So some of them are hands-on, some of them are explain. Don't worry, I will be there. I'm going to help you. No, I already sent a couple of times. I sent again. I'm sending. I'm sending again. Already people are there. So can you just try? So that I can send you the reference link later today. So what all you are interested, can you select? It's pretty much easy. If you are not able to understand or anything, please feel free to ping me in WhatsApp. I will help you. I will explain how to do it so that you can use this internship in a better way. So at the end of this internship, it will be easy for you to get good confidence. So spend some time and pick up whatever you need. So whatever you are picking up, that is the only one you need to concentrate the entire week. Don't delete or anything. So for all these use cases, I have a reference link. So you can have those reference link also later today. I will share it with everyone. Okay, what about when you need dedicated GPU instance? The fourth one, is there any volunteer? Fourth one, you need any volunteer? Just try. See, some of them, if you try, I will be there for each and every use case. I will be there, so you can have it. Some of them already I prepared. Some of them I have reference links exact where you need to refer. But the only thing is you need to spend some time. You have a aws.amazon.com account. You just try. But I know you are going to learn only, or you are going to understand only the system administration point of view. But most of the things in this, we also need to understand some interview point of view, some exam point of view, some real-time use case point of view, which exactly I'm there with you all. Isaac, if you don't see, okay, see another point is, if you don't see, I think people updated the yesterday sheet late, so you put the last here your name so that I can just match it later. Isaac, you just put the last column here or here, you just mention your name. I can pick it up later, like Abbas did. Abbas mentioned his